We surfing markets, baby, waves crashing hard. No crystal ball, just toss, we dodging the shards. Ocean's the game, we traders riding the swell. Wait for the trading, now you have the intel.
Let's go! Markets in ocean, we waiting through the chop. Candlesticks dancing, we watching where it stops. Bull waves rising, bears pulling it back. Fibonacci levels, yeah, waiting to react. Fake gurus say they know what will happen only after the fact. If it was true, we'd all stack racks. Probabilities king, we playing the odds. They barnacles slowing down, new traders just off the pods. Stop loss tight, risk management is key. Successful traders learn the hard way, now have the highest degree.
You can't control the wave.
Ooh, let the waves roll, let the market flow. Wait for the trade, don't FOMO, ride the wave. Feel the ocean's momentum, we wait. Wild traders jumping quick, let them, ooh, let it come to you, the setup's true. Patience is power, now the trade breaks through. Ride the wave, watch the trend, now we add into our dividends.
You can't control the wave.
Crypto's a tsunami, it's wild, it's raw. Trading can be like a puzzle, 10,000 piece jigsaw. FOMO's a siren, trying to make us go deaf. But we stay patient, taking a deep breath.
Charts our compass, price action our guide. Crossing the signals, we prepping to ride. No wave, no trade, we chillin' on shore. Read each portfolios like stepping on a claymore. Bulls get cocky, bears cry in the rain. Emotional roller coaster, but we gripping the chain. Wait for the trade to ride the wave, no stress. We learning every day, that's how we finesse.
You can't control the wave.
Ooh, let the waves roll, let the market flow. Wait for the trade, don't FOMO, ride the wave. Feel the ocean's momentum, we wait. Wild traders jumping quick, let them, ooh, let it come to you, the setup's true. Patience is power, now the trade breaks through. Ride the wave, watch the trend, now we add into our dividends.
You can't control the wave.
Ocean don't care about your bags or your dreams. Waves keep crashing, gotta ride with our team.
Be patient, let the market decide. Wait for the trade, let it go.
If traders knew what will happen, we'd all be rich. But we serve probabilities, they be giving a sales pitch.
If traders knew what will happen, we'd all be rich. But we serve probabilities, they be giving a sales pitch.
Probabilities king, we playing the odds. Fake gurus be barnacles, just arthropods. Slowing down, new traders watching their portfolio concave. We only have probabilities, you can't control the waves.
That's right, guys. We cannot control the wave. We cannot control what's going to happen. All we can do is react. That's why it's extremely important, level by level, understanding the trend. And right now it's very difficult to trade, but let's get right into it in 3, 2, and 1. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time. It's always time to make this money. And sometimes being in no trades is better than being in some that you're forcing. Right now, we are, some coins are up, some coins are down. Do not chase coins. Don't chase them. Like, let the trades come to you. And let's see if we can find some trades together, guys. Let's see if we can find some trades together. I have my trusty notebook right here. So if you have any coins you want me to do, let me know. Maybe we can get into a trade together, or at least know where to set our alerts and know what to look for. All right, so we're looking at crypto bubbles. This is on the daily. Nothing too crazy. Fart coins down 10%, just over. We have WIF down 7.5%, and not a lot of green. Not a lot of green. Does this mean Bitcoin was coming down? More than likely. Let's go to the hourly time frame. Whoa, nice. On the hourly time frame, we do have coins going up. Right now, these coins are very, they are like literally the shadow of Bitcoin, or the mirror image. Bitcoin starts going up, coins start going up. So I'm pretty sure Bitcoin's going up at the moment, but we're going to find out in just a second. We have LDO up over 6%. We have what other good ones? That's it. So the market's not doing great. The market is not doing great at all. Oh my gosh. But we can still make money, guys. What we have to do, and we're going to go over more of this in the stream. We're going to see that these trades right now, in this moment, they're all pretty much scalp trades. They're scalp trades that will hopefully lead to a swing trade. So what does that all mean? You know, what are those terms I'm using? Scalp is something for a few minutes, a few hours. Then an intraday is something within the day, within 24 hours. Then a day trade is, well, 24 hours. Then we have a swing trade, which is on average, 3 to 5 days. For my definition, no more than 7. And then, of course, we have, midterm holds, several months. We have long-term holds, 8 months to maybe a year or two. And then, of course, we have investments, which in my opinion would be over a year. So again, all these definitions, they change with whatever market we're in. We got BC Port Corp in. Where's everybody at? I have no idea, man. I've been battling this for a long time already. Everybody knows what time I go live. Everybody knows what time I go live. I would get very, very depressed about this. But now, here's the trick. I have the monitor as far as, the amount of viewers and everything else off to my other screen. And my trick that I've done was I moved the bar over so I don't see the available or the active viewers. So, because there have been times, and you'll see it too. It's funny. I think it's funny. I'll be talking. I'll go and I look at the viewers. It's like, oh man. All right, guys, I'm gone. Y'all can watch the people who, trade retrospect. I call them retro mentors. I call them hindsight hustlers. Everybody who uses the replay button to tell you what to do because they already know what has happened. I said, if you want to watch those guys, go ahead. See you later. Bye. And then I just leave. And sometimes those streams are 12 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes. But I find it funny. But yeah, so what I do is I literally take 1 hour out of my day from the group and everything else. Granted, I'm still looking at the group, but I literally stop so that I can make people money. You don't have to pay me. You don't have to join my group to learn how to trade. Do I have a group? Yes, of course. But this is more to have access to me. That's what it is. If you want access to me, then of course my admins as well, then you join the group. But you don't have to join the group to learn how to trade. That's the difference between me and everybody else. However, I think that if I just sell my information, I'd have more viewers. I would have more engagement. I would have more members. I mean, granted, we have nice members. We have a decent amount of members, but that's because they trust in what I'm doing. And what they're doing is they're leveraging their time because I'm in these charts all day. So that's a huge benefit. And that's, I guess, the selling point. Like, I'm literally in these charts all day. But yeah, I think I would have to do, and I've been kind of thinking about it for like the past month, is not show you how to trade. Instead, just give setups, and then if you want to learn how to trade, well, then join my group. But that's what everybody else does. So no thank you. No thank you. But yeah, everybody knows what time I go live. Everybody knows. See here, we got Get Your Game On. What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing good. Yes, indeed. We're doing good. Now, if you have any coins, you only do. And here's the thing, too. Ask me questions. I love questions. Questions, they do two things. One, verifies that I know what I'm talking about. And two, maybe this is something you already know. Maybe you're an experienced trader, but maybe there's a new trader who's watching who doesn't even know to ask those type of questions. So one, you're validating me that I know what I'm doing. And two, you could possibly be helping a new trader who doesn't know this stuff. So that's what I do. All right, here we go. Moving on. Let's go to the Fear and Greed Index. For the Fear and Greed Index, we're going to refresh this one more time. We're going to go to the crypto, and right now, 62. Yeah, I'd say about 62. We're going to look at Bitcoin in just a moment as well, just to let you know. Let's go to the liquidations heat map. Liquidations heat map. This is the 24-hour time frame. We're going to see where the chances of the price could go. So we do have a lot of liquidations up top, about 100 million up top. Then we have this really nice area, 48.94 million, sitting at 106.864. We also have Pretty nice liquidations down here. Again, roughly about 100, maybe. Then we have, this is kind of weak in my opinion. Joe, move your head. Calm down. So I'm thinking maybe we go up before we come down, or maybe just come down and go up. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? And this is the thing with liquidity and liquidations. Price can go either way. Just because we have a whole bunch right here, that does not mean that we will go up before going down or continuing up. And we have a whole bunch down here, doesn't mean that we will come down. So this is why I trade level by level. Price cannot go here. It cannot go up here without breaking this level and this level. It's impossible. Literally impossible. Price cannot come down here to get this liquidity unless it breaks this. It is impossible. I would love for you to show me Bitcoin, or any coin for that matter, coming to take this liquidity without breaking a level. I can't do it. This is why we trade level by level. We look at the overall trend, but the trend can easily change if other levels are being broken within that trend. And that's why it's important that we do what we do. All right, here we go. And hopefully that makes sense. There's a lot of traders out there that are like, oh, no. Well, I mean, you cannot go up without breaking a level. You can't. Total liquidations on the 1 hour. We have a shorts getting wrecked. I'm pretty sure Bitcoin's going up. On the 4 hour, we have neck and neck, flipping and a flopping. The 12 hour, longs got wrecked. 24 hour, longs got wrecked. This just shows me that we're flipping and a flopping. We're going up and we're going down. Stop losses are very important. Managing your risk is extremely important. That's what we talk about a lot, not only in my VIP group, but also on YouTube. We talk about it a whole bunch. This is extremely important. You can have the perfect setup, the perfect everything, divergence, patterns, whatever it is. But if you don't have the correct risk management, you could win 5-10 trades. Amazing. Lose one, you wreck your account. Risk management is what I teach. Risk management along with the emotional side of trading, because trading is very psychological. And if you don't have your emotions in check, you'll get wrecked. Oh, I need to write that down. That was great. Hold on. That's going to be a song. If you don't have your emotions in check, you will get wrecked. That's perfect. That's a song. That's gonna be my next song. If you don't know, guys, I have a lot of songs. I have songs about, I have funny songs. Forcing patterns. This one, it makes fun of people who do all these patterns. Very funny song. And some of these songs are actually on my YouTube where you can see the words. But here on Spotify and of course Amazon Music, you can't see the words. But Forcing Patterns, very funny song. Lurkers Be Lurking, this is another funny song. Fake Profits, this is a troller who likes to troll me. There's two trollers that like to troll me, and they'll show up every few months. But now that I'm making music, it's like, you know what? Let me do a diss song for these people, and they have yet to troll me again. But I like when I get trolled because, well, it's very easy. When you know what you're doing, you can say, you know what? I accept your challenge. You say you're losing. You say my trades or whatever. Like, show me them. Let's walk through the process. You know, are you actually watching my system? Are you watching, you know, what I do and how to adjust? Because I can guarantee you're not. And there's one guy too on Twitter where, you know, he says that he shared, and he shares out my posts and everything else like that. But there was on one, he's like, I'm still trying to see, you know, trading simplified. I'm still waiting for that. So basically saying what I'm doing, it's in simple. And then he's going to say, you know, he's pretty much like dogging me. And I was like, dude, it's very obvious you don't watch my channel. Like, watch me live, ask me questions, you know, do what you're doing here, you know, being a keyboard warrior, do that, but in the chat so I can answer these questions. So this one, it makes fun. This is funny, man. This is such a it's a funny diss song. This one too, Keyboard Warriors, this is the other person. So this is a funny song. Bitcoiners get all the girls. This is funny. This was from a comment. Thugalicious. This is from a comment. The Traders Gangster Nation. This was from a comment. So I do get comments, and I'll make them songs. Replay Millionaire. That's what I talk about all the time. Market cap mentality. So we have a lot of on here. So this is kind of like a positive song. It's a positive song to let the shorts hit the floor. This is a funny song. At the mercy of price action. I say this all the time. This one actually teaches you how to trade. There's a lot of songs I have that teach you how to trade. All right, Joe, you're getting off track. But I think these songs are fun. I'm not going to do it. I was going to look. I'm not going to look. All right. Let's keep it positive, Joe. Let's keep it positive. Let's keep the ball. Let's keep the ball rolling. Let's look at Bitcoin. Right now I'm in a long. I actually entered my long right here once we broke above this box. But let's do this. So this is on the hourly time frame. I love looking at the hourly time frame for Bitcoin. I absolutely love it. That's my sweet spot. Now, let's go ahead and hide this. No, let's leave this one up. All right, so I made a video. It discusses Bitcoin. If you are wanting to know, is it this one? So you go to videos, and it's right here. Bitcoin alert. 7 people have only seen this. Puts it an hour ago. Only 7 people. This shows you how to trade. This shows you how to trade. And I talk about Bitcoin. I talk about levels. I talk about what to look for. And of course, I'm showing you everything that happened, which is a hindsight hustler. But I focus on what could happen. And I'm explaining everything from the past as if we were in the moment versus what everybody else does. They say, oh, well, yes, we would have entered here because they see that it went up. No, I don't do that. Like, I show you the reality of trading. Who's here, guys? Who is here? Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me see if we're going to continue regardless, because I'm in a good mood. I'm in a really good mood. Then, of course, we have member videos. These are for the VIP. This is for the YouTube members. So give you a heads up. But all these videos, they show you how to trade. All these videos, they show you. All right, moving on. But this one, man, if you want to step up your game, watch that video. Yes, it's long, I know it, but if you have the determination, if you're losing and you have the determination to say, you know what, I'm tired of this crap, let me do something different, watch this video. But if you're okay with losing, be like, yeah, you know what, my mentor says this magnet, blah, 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 he's very popular and a lot of people love him, well then, keep on doing that. All right, moving on. But Joe, there are magnets. Okay. So here, this is what I do. I show you in the moment. So price action was here. I'm saying it might come down, then come up. Sure enough, price came down and then came up. Because it came up so fast, I made another update here, plus a video on YouTube. I think it was a live stream, and also in the group, especially in the group. Saying that we may come down now versus up here, just because it went up so much. Sure enough, it came down. Now I'm thinking, okay, well, we're going to probably bounce here, if not, maybe inside. But I'm looking for a bounce. So sure enough, it bounces, awesome. And then I make another update for my group saying we need to bounce here. We were actually on the 5-minute, I believe. And I said, you know, price came down. I said, this is where it needs to bounce. Came up, perfect. Came down here. It's like, nope. If it breaks this level, watch out. Watch out. You know, I want to see it come up. I really do. And this is more short term that could lead to potentially long term. No ones. Okay, I got to check. Come on, guys. You guys are here. Don't alert. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. That's actually the fuel to keep the stream going. It really is. The fuel to keep the stream going. Chatting keeps the stream going. Smashing the like keeps the stream going. Asking me questions for sure. Asking me about charts for sure. But definitely smash, put 1 in the chat. Let me know you're here. I do see people that are here. All right, so then let's see here. Price came down. It's like, nope. And then, of course, that video explains all of this thought process. So I'm not going to go over it again just because it's in that video. And that video it's going to change the way you trade. I guarantee it. Nothing that I say on this channel in any of my videos is financial advice. because I'm not a financial advisor. Newsbreak, I'm a registered nurse who stopped doing nursing to do crypto. I miss it though. I really do. I don't miss clocking in early, and as soon as I clock in, I'm like 2 hours late. How does that happen? Yeah, it's rough. Being a nurse is really rough. And side note, all the stories you hear about female nurses, it's true. It's true. Give you a heads up. All right, moving on. Female says they be doggy. All right, here we go. Moving on. Joe, you're getting sidetracked. I know. All right, so I saw this dump, and as it's coming up, I'm thinking, maybe I'm gonna enter the trade for a long, but I don't want to. I'm just giving you thought process of what I did. I was like, I don't want to enter right now because it could get rejected off of this and just roll over. Then once it started rolling over here, it's like, okay, good. And let's see if it breaks this level. Because what I'm looking for is I'm looking for shorts. I want to do shorts. However, I still have the mentality of this potentially being a bear trap. And we're going to go over the bear trap in just a moment. Mr. Guerrero says, I just logged on. What's up, Mr. Joe? Worked at the hospital many years. Nurses make a shift. Yeah, shit ton of money. Yeah, big time. Especially if you're a registered nurse. Ooh, doggy. Especially if you're working in a nursing home. Ooh, doggy. Especially during COVID. Oh my gosh, man, I made so much money. I only worked during COVID, man, like a month and a half. And I don't have, at that time I wasn't married, didn't have any kids. I don't have any kids. I live very, very frugally. The only time I go out is when I, go out to the bar or whatever, have a good old time, be paying people's tabs because I can. And it just not to like say that I'm rich or anything, because I'm definitely not, but my bills were so low and I made so much money. And then during COVID, a month and a half literally helped me survive for like a year. Literally. It was crazy. It was nuts. But man, COVID was rough though. COVID was rough. Families couldn't come in. They had to talk through the window. It was rough. But yeah. Let's see here. But I miss it. I miss being a nurse. I felt like a rock star, because again, the family members knew that I truly care, just like how I care about my members and how I care about the YouTube viewers. I care about your money. The way I care about my patients is the way I care about your money. And I'm not here to dupe you. I don't want to get rich off of you, unlike everybody, well, the majority of people. Sure, you want to learn how to trade? Pay me. I'll show you how to trade. No, I show you right now. Ask me questions. I show you right now. You don't have to pay me. Now, I have the group is growing. I'm really surprised with how large the group is for not showing you granted, you learn faster in the group, hands down. But just to have access to me, my thought process, you're literally leveraging your time. Oh, market's not looking great. We might want to start updating our charts. I'll let you know in just a few minutes. So now everybody gets notified. And you're at, at dinner or whatever, and you get the thing. It's like, oh, okay. And then you continue your dinner or playing your Xbox or whatever you do. And then it's like, nope, the market's not looking great. We're going to be moving up our stop losses. And I recommend everybody close at least half of their position, whether in your profit or loss. And I put that out there. I notify everybody. And another thing, you're eating your whatever, and you're like, oh, snap. Let me move up my stop losses, or let me close half of my position. And at this time, I'm updating the group, close half a position, and I move up your stop loss here. Probably we might get stepped out, but we might also bounce depending. We don't know yet, because just now it's looking different. I don't like how it's looking. And then sure enough, you're watching a movie, you're doing whatever, and you're getting notified of all this stuff, and you're doing all this, and then sure enough, boom, you saved a lot of money, you saved a lot of time, and you didn't wake up or, come back from dinner or from, boys' night out, and you're like, oh, snap, everything dumped. Well, you got protected. So that's what I did. Let's see here. Jesse says, I just finished dinner. Man, I was thinking about Darren does things. What's up, brother? Appreciate you, man, for being here. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Jesse, I was thinking about What did you have for dinner? Otherwise, I would have been here from the start. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate you. Darren does things. Thank you, man, for being here. Let's see here. We got Chris in the house. What's up, Chris? Appreciate you guys being here. All right, moving on. All right. So I'm thinking I'm going to go long. And then once it broke this level, it's like, all right, let me go long here so that if we get rejected here and come down to about here, it's fine. Because I'm looking for a bounce, I'll just add. But it's actually coming up. So one thing that I do is I do not spend 15, 20 minutes talking about what already happened. Because I don't care what already happened. Now, I care only if I'm using the thought process. Let's say we're right here. And, we see what already happened. But I'm giving you this play-by-play in the moment. Look at me in my eyes, guys. That's what differentiates me from the majority of people out there. I tell you in the moment of this trade what I would be doing versus what already happened. There are times where I'd say I would go long because it broke this level and it came down. Matter of fact, in that video that I show you, it's almost 30 minutes. It's a video that everybody needs to watch. They're a perfect example. I do that. I say, you know what? Even though I know it went up, this is what I would do in this moment based off of my teaching, based off of everything I'm doing, because I don't know what's going to happen. I would enter right now and I'd get stopped out. But that's what I do. I don't show you. I'm not a hindsight hustler. I'm not a retro millionaire. I'm not a replay millionaire. I show you what I would have done in the moment versus what a lot of people do. They'll talk 15, 20 minutes of what already happened, which doesn't help me. I mean, you can do that, but in the moment, oh, this is where I would enter. This is what I would have done. I would have won or I would have lost. That's what I do. To me, that's what makes me real. All these other people, I find them like politicians. They talk a whole bunch without saying nothing. Like, look at me in my eyes, guys. Be careful with these people because they sound really smart, really everything, but how can I make money? That is my goal. If your goal is to make money, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. If your goal is to make money, put a 1 in the chat. I don't want to know everything that already happened. How is that going to make me money? Tell me right now. Right now, what do I think is going to happen? I'll tell you. And I show you with my arrows. And then I tell you what I'm leaning towards. And I also say, this is what I'm looking for a bounce. This is what I want to see. However, if it comes down, be looking for a rejection and the potential a plan A. This is what I was wanting. A plan B. Normally I put A and B, but here I didn't. This is what I'm wanting. So even though I'm right, I'm not as right as I thought I was, but since it did come down, okay, I'm looking at short. As long as it doesn't break this level now. This is how we trade. And sure enough, it didn't break the level. It did not break the level. What am I doing? Oh, wrong one. Cancel that. Meant to do, anyway. So let me just get rid of this because I don't even know anymore. I don't know where I put it. So now what I think is going to happen, I think we're going to come down. Well, Joe, that's pretty obvious we're coming down. Yes, but this is what I do, guys. That's what I do. I put my favorite retracement. Granted, I do this by eyeball, but for everybody who does, hasn't kind of mastered it yet, which is fine. I would love to see this. I don't know what's going to happen. There are no magnets. Now, if you think there are magnets in crypto, that's fine. If you think your point of control is a magnet, that's fine. If you think your the value area low is a magnet because it broke your POC, which was a magnet. If you think your moving average is a magnet, if you think anything is a magnet, be brave and put a 9 in the chat. Be brave. I'm not going to beat you up about it, but Joe, I see your videos all the time. You say nothing's a magnet. Be brave and put a 9 in the chat. If you think there are any kind of magnets, and of course, I'm not referring to this magnet because this, in my opinion, is the only magnet in crypto that's on TradingView. But if you think that there is anything that's a magnet, put a 9 in the chat. B Corp says VWAP is a magnet. Okay. Anybody else? So here's a question, BC Pro Corp. Do you believe okay, so you say VWAP is a magnet. Do you think the 200 or any moving average is a magnet? Let's see here. Darren Does Things says 9. Magnet better termed as a point of interest. Right there. That's what I want to hear. That is exactly what I want to hear. There are no magnets. Now there are points of interest, areas of interest, areas of highly likely the price could go to, but it never will go to. It doesn't have to go to. It's not, oh, it broke this level, it's going here, it will go here. There's none of that because anything can happen. So Darren Does Things, shout out to you, my friend. Shout out to you. It's an area of interest. We have a high probability of it potentially going to this area, or it could not. So whenever you say it's a magnet, that's saying, I don't know about you, but my definition of a magnet is it's going to attract it or repel it. But generally I have it's going to attract it. If I'm saying my level right here, 382, this is the average, and that's why I love the VWAP, because it's an average of volume. That's why I love the moving averages, because it's the average of the moving averages. I mean, the candle body closes, it's an average. So you have a higher likelihood that it might go there, but none of them are magnets. A magnet says that it will, it's drawn to it. It's a force that no matter what, it's going there. If I thought that the 382 is a magnet, which it's not, however, this is where I would love to see the price action go to before a bounce, because this is the average of the pullbacks at the moment, and an even better pullback is a 0.5. These are not magnets. The price action could go to the 236 area and then bounce. This is saying that, yes, we had a pullback. It's not as strong as a further pullback, but it could pull back here or here or here. You can pull back anywhere. It doesn't have to go to these levels. However, the average, a healthier move, would be the pullback to these. And Darren, appreciate you, man. And I see so many YouTubers out there that are very popular, have, shoot, man, 100 times more viewers than me, and everything else, that say magnet and that it will do this. If it does this, it will come here. No. See, BC Port Corp says no. The VWAP is a magnet because it's the average price. Price always, ooh, very dangerous words, BC Port Corp, returns to the median. Okay, so let's take, this is very important. This is what I love. And BC Port Corp is, in my opinion, same thing with Darren Does Things, and there are several others that are in here that, in my opinion, are very knowledgeable and successful traders. Now, let's take BC Port Corp, and this is what I love doing. I love getting feedback, and I may be missing something, and if I am, the feedback is going to help me. I'm learning every single day. Let's take BC Port Corp's statement. Let's take that statement. Let's double click here. Let's go off of this, and let's remove our this right here. And that's a very powerful statement. So the statement, and let's do it like this. All right. So the statement is the VWAP, well, let's do it right here. Let's do it like this. So here the statement is the VWAP is a magnet. Okay, so a magnet, I think, is something being drawn to or repelled, but mainly drawn to, and it's the average price. Okay. Actually, it's the average volume, but it is what it is. Okay, so we'll just put this the average volume. Let's see here. VC Port Corp says I'm not giving a time frame of the return. It might be a week, but the price always returns. So again, the word always, ooh, dangerous words, to the median of the price. Okay, so let's stick with this first one. The second one pretty much reiterates the first one, and this is very good, guys. This is so good. I love this. So it's saying it is a magnet. It's the average of the volume. So this is good. Just so that because I could be wrong. Let's see, VWAP meaning. See, weighted average price. Average price. For some reason, I was thinking volume. VWAP. Why was I thinking volume? So, volume weighted average price. So average volume weighted average price, which technically tool ratio price and the trading volume. Okay. I'm guessing because the volume is what I'm really concentrating on. So it's the price of the total trading volume. So for me, the volume is very, very important. Very important. Okay. We got that cleared away. All right. So price always returns to the median. Okay. So let's say, for example, this is our price. This is our price. Okay. Oh, no, wait. Let's actually show it. Let's actually show it. So for me, I love the VWAP. I love the VWAP, and have nothing else showing. Let's go to a 1 hour. That way there's not a lot of ups and downs. And let's go somewhere over here to where we don't have a lot of stuff. And let's actually, can we hide just our drawings? Yes, okay. So this is saying that the volume will come down. See, I use it on purpose. Given a large enough time frame, all things in life will aggregate to the median. It's the balance, life, yin and yang. Yes. However, in my opinion, you're missing the key points. I agree with you 100%, with the exception of your one area. And I'm going to explain that area in just a second. So in my opinion, this is why I love the moving averages, because it's an average. So the price, if it comes down, there's an extremely high possibility that it could return to the average. However, it doesn't mean that it will. Price will do whatever it wants. Perfect example. Here we have the VWAP in blue, and we have price coming back to the average of the volume of the price, and then it breaks below it, goes above it. To me, I treat this as a momentum indicator. If it's above it, great. If it's below it, okay. If it moves very far above it, this is where BC Port Corp is talking as far as this being a magnet, it gets drawn back to it. And look, he's right. He's 100% right. Price action came back to it. Or did the average go to the price? So right now, we're looking at what is following what. Let me show you. This is what blew me away when I learned this as far as the moving averages, because my mentor told me that, well, it moves away from the 9 or 21 or 200, whatever it is, it's going to come back to it because it's a magnet. This is why I have such a hard time with people saying magnets. It's because the price, if the price goes up, guess what the average is doing? The average is following the price. Why? Price is the leader. Price tells all these indicators what to do. So if your indicator is an average, a moving average, a VWAP, or whatever, because the average is moving up, because the price is moving up, guess what's happening? The average is moving up. And eventually the price will come down. Why? Because this was a magnet? No. What goes up will come down. What goes down will come up unless it's a rug. Now, here we go. Look at this, Joe, but no, wait a minute. This is the average and it's right on it, Joe. It's right. I think it's okay. Now, price starts going up. What does the average do? The average goes up because price is up. This is a cause and effect. Because the price is going up, the effect is the average increases. So I see y'all agreeing with each other. I'm going to read that in just a second. Here, a perfect example. This I could not find a better example. Here, okay, your theory, this is the average. It's going to pull back to the average. However, you're looking at the effect versus the cause. It has to go in order. Because this happened, this is the result. The cause is the price. The effect is the moving average or the indicator. In this case, the VWAP. We're here. Now, if you can only understand this if you open your mind and become a sponge and absorb what I'm giving you. Or you can have your blinders on and say, nope, it's a magnet. This is the way I learned. This is my mentor told me this. He's very popular. I've been using this and it's been helping me. Great. But please, I'm asking you, just remove your blinders just for a moment and watch this and absorb this. You're saying this is a magnet. It's coming back to it. He was right, Joe. You're wrong. It came back to it. He was right, Joe. You're wrong. Then it starts moving up. What does your magnet do? It comes up. Why? It's the effect of the cause. Then it continues to go up and up and up. The moving averages, the VWAP, everything is going up because it is the result of the price action. This is what leads your magnet to move. So once the price was here and it came down, now all these magnet lovers say, I told you it was going to come down because this is the magnet. No, you're missing the point. The magnet, your magnet, follows the price. Now, this comes down and your magnet follows it. Why? It is the effect of the cause. The cause, the leader, I look at it as a tow truck driver. And the vehicle that it's towing is the moving averages, it's the VWAP, is all this other stuff. This is the driver. This vehicle can only go where the driver takes it. It cannot go up because it is the result of the price action. Price action came down. What happened to your magnet? Well, your magnet is following the price action. As the price action comes up, is it coming up because this is a magnet? No, it's coming up because it's done going down. And then now it goes above and your magnet is way down here. And then it comes here. So hopefully this, right. Yes, the VWAP follows the volume. Yes, that's very true, but it's much easier to show with the price. It's much easier to show with the price, but you are 100% correct. It is the volume. It's the average of the volume for the VWAP. But I'm showing you with the price action because if we were to do this, it would take way too long. Let's just say we did the fixed range volume profile. We got this range right here. We can see that the most volume is here. But again, I mean, it's doing the price, it's doing the volume for the movement, and each candle has volume. So each candle has volume. My logic behind it not being a magnet and it being the result of the cause, it's still accurate. But yes, this is every candle, and that's why the exoskeleton candles or exo candles, how it has each volume in each candle. I mean, that's another way of looking at volume as well, but I don't do that. But let's hide all this again. So hopefully this shed light on your magnet. This is not a magnet. This is the amount of volume. Now, granted, could you have an increased volume and a decreased price, yes, of course, that just means more people are selling. That's all that means. So let's go here. Let's go and read some of this chat. Let's see what we got. Hopefully that clears up magnets. Magnets are the result. Now, the average, if the average is here, let's say the average is here, and this is my resistance level, and it comes down, to me, it only makes common sense that the price might go to the average of the closes or volume or whatever. It only makes sense to me that the price might come down here to the average, but it could come down lower. But I do think that it could come down to the average. It doesn't have to. This is not a magnet. It could come down a little bit, find support here, and then continue up because there's FOMO, because people are buying into it. It can do whatever it wants. This is why I always say we're at the mercy of price action. And if you have the mindset, the bias of, oh, this is my magnet right here. Price is here, it's going to go down. Why don't you open a very high leverage? Why don't you do a 90x leverage? Because you're so confident that it will go down. Because maybe it'll go up. Like put your money, I'm not gonna put my money, but put your money where your thought process is at. Oh, it's a magnet, it's going to go down. Let's see here. VWAPs for me are the best. Yes, I love VWAPs. Man, I trade based off of VWAPs. Now, granted, it's in addition with other stuff, you know, the trend. Let's see, what else? The trend, the candles, you know, the size of the body candles, the wicks, if it's broken levels, you know, if it's finding support certain areas. I mean, there's a lot of things that go involved with it, but for me, I hold more weight on the VWAP than a moving average. I hold more weight on the point of control than the moving averages, because again, this is where the stuff actually happened, and this is the majority. This is the peaks, I guess you can say. Let's see here. Let's see. VWAPs for me are the best points of interest or any volume weighted. Yes, being volume profile. Yeah. Let's see. Being a volume profile trader, so volume every high. Yeah, and I agree with you. I agree with you. Volume, I mean, if you think about it, volume is king. Price first. Volume is prince. We'll put it that way. Volume is prince, because what it does, it shows you where the actual trading occurred. And we cannot make money going up or down, perfect pattern, perfect divergence, perfect everything without volume. Volume equals people buying and selling. So I'm right there with you. Darren does things, DDT. Let's see, BC Port Corp says it's both, Joe, because the strong price action moves the average. The median is not a set point. Very correct. The median is not a set point. So the median is actually following the current price. If the current price continues to go up, the median comes up because that's the average. But when it comes down, there's a very high chance that it might come down to the median. Notice my terminologies: might, could, can, possible, chance of, probability. These are words that we need to embed in our brain, so that when we speak them, we subconsciously, oh, it could do this, but it could do something else. Versus, it will do this, it has to do this, it's a magnet, it's going to. That's saying, oh, subconsciously, well, not only subconsciously, but consciously, because I'm saying it will do something. Am I always right? Am I 100% accurate? If I am, keep on saying will, keep on saying that it has to, keep on saying magnet. But in my opinion, if you're not 100%, it's very dangerous, because it gives you that bias of it's going to do this. That's my thought process. But the median, the average. So here's the thing. If I'm flipping a quarter and it lands on heads, most of the time, granted, I still have a 50-50 shot, but when the next time I flip it, I'm going to say heads, because that's, I mean, it's been doing heads most of the time. So the chance of it going on heads is pretty good. So just kind of, you know, the median is very important. The average is very important. This is why I do look at, these are my, when I'm trading, these are my cheat sheets. The moving average and my VWAP. That's my cheat sheet. The moving averages and my VWAP. That's what I do. Let's see here. Let's see. Jesse says, I agree with you, Darren. Yeah, 100%. Darren Dusting says, Joe, one thing with VWAPs, big institutional players, Wells use it. And they should. Everybody should use it. Because it's an average of the volume. It's an average of where the, I always say average. So let me know if I'm using the term correctly, because the definition said volume of price or something like that. Let me know if I'm using the term correctly, because I always say it's the average of the volume. Is that a correct term? Let me know, because I don't know. Let's see here. Volume leads. Volume way better than traditional average. Yes, I agree. 100%. Magnet wants to follow the price. Jesse, that's going to be a song. I don't know if I'll make it a song, but I'm pretty sure I will. And then if I do, your comment will be highlighted and you'll be in the video. Magnets want to follow the price. That is freaking hilarious. So yeah, let me say this. I love it. Let me save this to downloads. Okay. All right. Let's see here. VC4 Corp says the magnet moved because the average price is now higher. Well, that is it aggregates to the median again. Okay. How can I explain this? I have to, because I mean, I've done so many explanations. The magnet moved because the average price is now higher. Okay, so what is leading what then? That's a great point. That's a great point. The magnet moved because the average price is now higher. So the median changed. I agree completely. So my question to you is, what is leading what? Is the price leading your magnet? And in this one, I'm assuming you do believe it is, which it is. So the price can come down at any point. It can come down to the average or the median at any point, but this will continue going up until it's done coming down. So saying that, oh, here's the magnet, and then it's going to come down, and it starts to come down, but then it starts going up again. Well, then how strong is your magnet? How strong is your average? Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, I gotta take a power nap. Hey, yeah, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. See, I put my money on it all the time. Hey, there you go. See here. We'll always definitely 1000%. Yeah. For me, I mean, that's too high of a risk. That's way too high of a risk. Because, again, like here, let's just say this is our PLC. This is our PLC. And this is our value area high. And this is our value area low. And let's say the price was doing this number. And here's your VWAP too, since you use VWAP. The VWAP is way down here for whatever reason. Let's just say it's way down here. And it breaks this level. You're saying that it's definitely coming down to your VWAP. And you put money on it. Man, that's, I mean, because they can do anything. It could come down here, and if it does, great, you won. But it could do this, and then maybe there's whatever, you know, over here, an order block, a fair value gap, whatever, and then it does this number, and then now it's too risky for me. The definites. When you speak in definites, to me that's very dangerous. Let's see here. Volume weighted, volume price. Volume weighted average price. volume weighted average price. Okay, no, it's volume and price. Okay, the magnet isn't a set point. They move in tangent. That's why it's so powerful. The medium is never a set point. Just got home. Oh, awesome. Yeah, so and it just makes sense. If we're going to go lower and the average is here, it just makes sense that we have a very high probability that it's going to go to the average. Why? Because it's the average. It just makes sense, in my opinion. However, it does not mean that it will go to the average, because what price is going to do is whatever price is going to do, in my opinion. Just my opinion. So give you a heads up. Let me drink some water. You guys are doing great. I love this. I absolutely love this. Very thirsty, guys. Very thirsty. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Okay, so what do I think this price is going to do? Oh yeah, we never got to that, did we? Let's go fit and let's trade this. So this one, let's look at this. I actually like this chart better, but I'm trading. So it's very important, whenever you're trading on, you need to be charting on. So if you're trading with Blowfin, use the Blowfin chart. If you're trading with MEXC, use the MEXC chart, because what ends up happening, even though the price looks the same, is different, because there's different volume, different people trading on those exchanges. And I love you guys, man. I love you guys so much. It's crazy. And I love, and especially when we have people who know how to trade. And I never want anybody to feel like, if you disagree with me, please speak up, please, so that we could have a discussion. And I know it's very difficult to do a discussion typing, because it's better to do voices. But I would absolutely love for, let me know. Because again, I'm learning. I'm still learning. Every day I'm learning. But what I've done so far is my teaching and my mentorship and everything is based off of the what's happening now. What would I do now? So let's look at it. What would I do right now? Let's go ahead and hide some of this junk, because this is way too confusing. So let's hide all this. Okay. And there's a lot of people out there that will, yeah, let's remove this one for sure. Okay. So let's just look at this. My VWAP on. I'll also throw, let's delete this. I'll also throw these on. I don't use these, but we'll just throw them on here. Let's see here. Chris says, that's why there's a huge wicks on certain exchanges and not others on some coins. No. Oh yeah, because they're different. Yes, because they're different people, different trading. Yes, that's exactly right. And that's why you'll see this all-time high on Binance was different than the all-time high on Blowfin, or different on all-time high on MEXC. It's because they're different traders. But yeah. Let's see here. If I was trading this, let's go ahead and put this back on. So a 15-minute time frame. So what we have to do first, oh, and if you have any coins you want me to do, let me know. Let's take this off so it's not so cluttered. So what we have to do first is identify the trend. That's before we go into the nitty-gritty of it, we have to identify the trend. So here, and we have larger trends and smaller trends, but right now we're looking at the larger trend per se. We had this sideways action, came up, started coming down. So now we're doing, for this particular area, we're doing a downtrend. If we kind of zoom out, we're still in the uptrend, but right here, we're in the downtrend for this particular zone, I guess you can call it, our area. We have lower highs, lower lows, coming over here, starting to potentially change the trend with higher highs and higher lows. Then in order for this trend to change, of course, we need to break lows. This is my first level. This is my second level. This is the main one though. This is the second level. This is the third level. And then if it breaks this level, then more than likely continue to the downside. However, we came down here, the market makers playing dirty like they like to do, taking this liquidity, and because it took this liquidity, could it come down and take some more? Sure, they can do whatever it wants. Now, here's one thing that I always say, dash. Yes, please, thank you. We're gonna do dash. Here's one thing I always say for everybody who's a liquidity trader and trades liquidity and teaches liquidity. They say, well, look, it came down here for this liquidity. And then if it rolls over again, look, it took this liquidity too. Like they tell you what already happened. But if the price starts coming up, they say, well, we have liquidity up here too. And there is liquidity below and above us. Just make it simple. There's liquidity from this sharp move down right here and right here and right here and right here and right here. So there's always liquidity above us and below us. This is why I trade level by level. Now, let's see here. Price was going sideways and then it broke this level. Oh, so just to let you know, the only magnet in crypto is right here. Joe, you're only saying that because you have a place that you have a voice. Yes. There are no magnets. There's higher likelihood points of interest that it might go to because it's an average. It's the median, which I 100 million% agree with. It only makes sense that if this is the median, that if the price comes down here, we have a really high chance it'll come here because it's the average. I 100% agree with that statement. However, saying that this is a magnet and it will come here, I 100% disagree with it because price will do, and it can, and it will, and it does, whatever it wants. So that's why I have a very tough time when I watch other traders say, this is a magnet. And so many people say it because they've heard it. I want people to get out of that because what they're doing is they're literally not knowing, they're wrecking me traders that don't know that the median, the average, we have a chance. It doesn't have to go there. But if I'm new and I hear somebody say, oh, it broke the point of control and it's going to this area, it's a magnet, well, I'm going to put my bet down that it's going to go down there because somebody who I trust is saying it's a magnet and it's going there. It's 100% guaranteed. Can you imagine if we all did that because it was 100% guaranteed? Like we would just wait for those 100% guarantees because it's a magnet. I don't know about you, but I have never seen anything online saying, do this. It is 100% guaranteed. If that's the case, I will definitely hands down say that is a magnet. That's a magnet because it's 100% accurate. But until I find 100% accurate on anything, it's not a magnet. That's just my opinion. Joe, I already tuned off of your station already because you're saying the same thing. I have to hit it home, guys. I really do. Because you guys, in my opinion, are wrecking people. Just think about it. Somebody new watching you and they hear those words. Oh, it's going to go there because he said it will. I'm trying to save people, guys. I really am. Anyway, back to this. Let's see here. We had this higher low. Great. Of course, internal structure, blah, blah. Came over here, did this. Coming down here. There does thing says, I always wait for the magnets. I wish that was the case, brother. I really do. If you show me anything that's a magnet, man, please let me know. And I would love to see your thought process. And now here, Darren, I'm going to give you a heads up. Instead of saying what already happened, because I don't care. That doesn't make me any money. From here on out, tell us what could happen. Tell us what could happen and show us the magnets so that we could all make money. Please, I'm asking you. Please. See here. See here. Gold Miner James says, or GM me. Who are you talking to? Oh, we have ZBC in. I didn't see that one. That's actually before a dash. Okay. Hey, and I had a space above it too. ZBCN. I was looking at that one for a short. I never did it though. And we got dash on here. Okay. Very good. So looking at this, what do I think might happen? Okay, so we started coming up, doing this number, breaking the highs. We didn't want to break this low, but we did, only to, you know, stop out people who entered longs here. It's tough because right now it's looking weak. So there's two scenarios, and I'm going to give you a plan A, plan B. Let me know who's here, guys. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know who is here. Because we could do this, come back into or right at, but I think it can come into our purple box, then come down to this, then come up. I don't think we're going to come up to this level right here. I think we're going to come down maybe to this top of this box. No, the move of this would be right here. Then do this number. I really want to see a bounce. Like, I am so set on this bounce. You know, either a bounce here or a bounce here. I'm really set on it. I really do think this might be a bear trap. So this is what I think might happen. This is my plan A. So I'm actually going to put, this is my A right here. Okay. Let's see here. My plan B. My plan B is this. Comes up and it does this. This is my plan B. I do not think this is going to happen. Not right now anyway. I think it's going to do this, and then hopefully now we can do what I've been looking at, because I do think, oh, I drew it on this one, dang it. Because I do think potentially this is going to be our bear trap. You know, where we came down, came into this area, and then came up. So I think we're going to come down, do this, maybe a double bottom, or you can call it a W if it reaches this neckline again, and then come up. Now, the reason I'm not thinking this, because before, originally, the past 2 days, I was thinking this as my plan A. Today, I'm not thinking it because, well, we came back into this area and didn't break above it. When we have more data, we have more, we can adjust our thought process. Before, I'm thinking we're going to come up. But this would have been an A if we would have come up, found support here, and then started coming up. Now they show me strength, plan A. But because we broke down, came up into this area, and now revert, you know, pulling back, I think we might come up to come down and then come up. Would I trade this right now? I mean, I'm in a long. Oh, I'm in a long. The long I'm doing is only supposed to be like a scalp that could potentially turn into a so what I don't want it to do for my long is I don't want it to cross this level. Speaking about that, 1 second. I got to move up my stop loss. 5-minute time frame. Okay. So I moved up my stop loss to about here. Potentially doing a double top. The next 15 minutes will tell me if potentially we're going to do this. Now this is all, of course, you know, this doesn't align with well, it kind of does if it goes up, but this is very important to know that, you know, when we're looking at a 15-minute, like when we're drawing our lines, the smaller time frame we go, we're gonna have more of the ups and downs that make up those larger lines, the larger path tool. But I would not be mad if it does this and come up, but I definitely don't want it breaking this. If it breaks this level, now what we're looking at, it's always a if and then statement. But if it breaks this level, then we could start doing something like this and then attacking down here. So what I did is I just moved up my stop loss. I'm thinking about actually closing my trade though. Close my trade, open it if it breaks this level. I think I'll do that. I'll close my trade. It was a 10x long, but I closed my trade. I needed to break this level, magnitude on, in order for me to gain confidence in this long. Because in order for this to be a profitable trade, the decision point would be about 50% of this small leg and then come up and break this. And if so, then I can re-enter. But if we do roll over, and this was a really nice move too. What did it pull back to? That's what I want to know. It didn't pull back. Okay. So for me, I love it when they pull back to the 382 and especially the 0.5. So it could do this number, come up here, and then maybe here's the decision point. Now, longer term, I am looking for potentially it going up. Longer term, the macro. I'd really want to see it come up. We'll see. All right, let me go back to this. Let's see here. Price can go to the magnets, point of areas or point of interest. That's what could happen. Plan trade of or when price gets to the levels with confirmations. If this and that. Yes, I agree. If this and that. And that's one thing that we always have to do. Like we could think, oh, here's what I think might happen. But then let's say it comes up here, comes this, and then it gets rejected here, does a lower high. And that's why we always have to be like looking at these setups. It's like, oh, it didn't break up. Now it's coming down. And again, we can never foretell what will happen. We only can see what might possibly happen. And then if this happens, then it's like, okay, well now it's getting rejected here. And you could potentially have a swing, or not a swing, a scalp to where we go short. And let's just say it continues coming down and coming down. Well, now your short turns into a swing. So there you go. We got one person watching. Oh, we are way over our time. I gotta eat. I haven't had any food. Hey, we're doing all right on our viewers. Pretty good. Much better than I thought. Much better than I thought. So congratulations to everybody who's here. I greatly appreciate you guys. Greatly appreciate you. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot. Joe, you've been talking all this stuff. Sorry. I was already getting ready to finish. Getting ready to head out. See y'all later for the streams. Mad love. Yeah, mad love, man. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. Same with BC Poor Corp. Thank you guys very much for sharing your wisdom. I'm honored that y'all are showing up to my stuff. I really am. Thank you. All right. So let us look at this. Hey, we got Dylan saying hi. Let's go and look at ZBEC. ZBCN. All right, let's get rid of all of our cheat sheets. Okay. So when the price was here, we were thinking it's going to possibly come down and then come up. And what did it do? It said, no, Joe, we're going to go to the moon. And it did. It went to the moon. And then it came back down. It looks good. It looks great, matter of fact. So let's go and delete our 19 drawings. Get out of here, 19 drawings. We do have no bearish divergence or bullish divergence. Let's go into 1 hour. Do we have anything? We do have bearish divergence. We have our, oh no, if we include the wick, well, we have hidden. So we have, dang it, high, lower high. The wick, high, and this wick, pretty much the same. You know, if you zoom in, it might be lower. I don't know. Who cares? But they're saying that it might come down potentially. But let's just kind of zoom out. Let's look at this on the 4 hour time frame. Looks really, really good from this run up. It went all the way back to the 786 from here to here. Once it broke this level, this is when we could have, the woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda, we could have entered a short. However, I've been looking at this one for a short, and it just keeps on running. It's very strong. So I was like, nah, I just wait for a bounce. We're getting the bounce. We are getting the bounce. Let's see here. Joe, are you mad? No. My concentration look. Okay. Let's go ahead and make sure our magnet tool is on. Let's go to our level right here. This is a level it needs to break above in order for us to potentially enter the trade. Could you enter now? Sure, why not? But I personally would just wait. I would wait. And what's the price range difference? Is it like 12%? Okay. So about 10-12%. So for me, what I would do is I would set an alert about 10%, and I'm actually going to set the alert on this. Let's go ahead and actually set the alerts. There we go. And when the alert goes off, I need to make sure the 1 hour candle closes above this white line, 0.005558. If it does, I can enter the trade. Not financial advice, but this is what I would do. Right now, we have been waiting for this bounce, and it's breaking this level right here. We're looking strong. I wouldn't be mad if the price did come back down to about here before continuing up. That's what I like to see. So very nice on that. Let's see here. I'm actually cheating now. Okay, yes, we are dropping some people. Not a problem. Let's see here. So that's what I would do for that one. Let's go to Dash. And for Dash, not looking so strong. Looking fairly weak. In order for this, well, let's go to a higher time frame. Okay. Hey Diggity says, we still got going. Yes. Don't know what that means. Let's do a 3-day. Okay. Potentially found the bottom. Potentially. We do have bullish divergence. If we're looking at this to this, but if we're looking at this to this, there's no divergence. But if we're looking at this, you know, hopeful. Let's see here. Okay. What am I looking at? Do we have a zone? Do we have a box? It's kind of messy. Do you have a lot of stops? So what I'm doing is I don't like it. It's too much mess. Okay. I like creating boxes, but only where I have a lot of hits or where the body stop. Let's see here. Just KD says, just happy you're not done streaming yet. Late lunch today. Yes, we're still going. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for smashing the like. You guys are the best. You guys are the absolute best, man. I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. So this is on the daily time frame. Using my crosshairs to see what we got. All right, so this is a pretty strong level. Can't nobody stop. Wicks. I like it. Looking pretty weak though. Looks like it wants to continue to roll over. Let's go to the 4 hour time frame. Okay, we have a nice level here. This is a really nice level. It's a strong level, in my opinion. I don't like the lack of structure. Very boring. 4 hours. So this is on the 4 hour time frame. I want to draw this out for you. Very boring structure. No ups and downs. Very boring structure. No ups and downs. This up, down. I like it. Very boring. No ups and downs. down, up. I like it. Up, down. I like it. I like it. I like it. It's good. Okay, we're doing good now. I like it. Then we go back to, this was just horrible. All these wicks. Then we go to really no structure, just, then here, no structure, really just kind of, I don't, and then this, like, what is this? This tells me no one's buying it. That's what that tells me. Then we have this as well. Just boring, 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 and not coming down. So no one's buying this. What's the market cap on this? I don't even know. Let's check it out together. Let's check it out together. Oops. Dash 272. That's what I figured. And no one's buying it too, but let me show you. So we're gonna click on this. Now, does that mean that you cannot make money? No, you can make money. You can make money on anything. For one, let's go to all. Now, some people use Dash just for payments, which is fine. But, you know, it was around since 2014. And the market cap is only 272. We had a spike in 2017, the first, you know, the bull run, awesome, amazing. Then in 2021, it did not do, it didn't really do not even half of what it did in the first cycle. So that's not good. And then now this bull run, I mean, we're way down here. It's in my opinion, it's only good for payments, in my opinion. Let's go to where I wanted to go to, the markets. On the markets, Binance, it only has 1 million trading volume. And this I call rubbish because I'm pretty sure that it's just bots trading it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, just so there's trading volume, because that's how Binance gets paid, is by the fees, you know, any exchange, it gets paid by the fees. Then we have Coinbase for the last 24 hours, 130,000. And again, these are just bots trading. MEXC, nothing, you know, 411. KuCoin, nothing, 270. Kraken, 32,000. Like these are numbers. These are really ugly numbers. Nobody's trading this. Now I could see this without having to pull that up by this. This is why I look at the candle bodies and I look at the wicks and look at everything else. I can pretty much determine if it's a low market cap coin. If so, if people are trading it. If there's not a lot of market structure, it's just the bots. So in my opinion, do I think this is a good coin to actually trade? Not really. Could you make money on this? Yes, of course. But in my opinion, there are so many other coins that you could trade that have a much higher potential. But if you're set on this one, what I would do is I would wait for it to break above 22.75. I would actually set my alert. Am I going to set it up this high? On the current price? Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. So I would set my alert right here. Now, granted, for me, I'm not going to set my alert at 24.63 just because I know there's any coin, XRP, and I rarely recommend XRP, only in cases like this. I would recommend XRP to this point. And for those of y'all who know, y'all know. Hey, we got Porky in the house. What's up, Porky? Porky says, like button smashed. How are we doing today? We're doing great, man. Doing great. We went over a lot of stuff today. We have two really great traders, in my personal opinion, BC Poor Corp and also Darren Does Things. And we were going back and forth in reference to, you know, magnets, which there are no magnets, and a bunch of other stuff. A great stream. You missed it, but hopefully next time you can catch it. I know you probably spent time with the kiddo, but yeah, and so this is what I do. I love having kind of like debates or just discussions on different methods, because again, I'm still learning and I will always be learning. That's what you always want to do. Always be learning. And I'm humble. I'm not one that says, oh, I'm humble, and then show you like, look at how great I am and join my group and look at all this. No, get out of here, man. Freaking moron. Oxymoron. But I'm always learning, and this is what I do. So I explain what my thought process is in the moment of the trade versus sounding really smart, being a replay millionaire, being a hindsight hustler, and explaining what already happened. Those people I consider politicians because it's a whole bunch of jibber jabber about nothing. How is it going to help me right now? I want to make money right now. Don't show me how I could have made money. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Joe, you said woulda twice. Yes. The woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda syndrome. Well, we could have done this and we should have done this. And it went to the fib level of here. And this is when you tell me that now. Tell me that right now. I want to make money, guys. Let's see here. Porky says, yeah, was with the kids. Get it in when I can. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Now, Porky, this guy I really, really like. This guy I really like. There's a few that I really do like, and Porky is one of them. So definitely, if you don't know about him, I'm always talking about him. There's times, I think it was yesterday, and there's a lot of times where I actually talk about Porky without even him being here. Like, especially at the very beginning of the shows. I think I did that on yesterday's show. You know, I talked about Porky, I talked about me, Damien, talked about my buddy Road Dog, and you know, they don't have to show up for me to talk about them. I like these guys that much. This guy, he's a good dude. He's a good dude, very honest, straightforward. You know, we win trades, we lose trades, and that's the big thing. Like, this is, you know, you're watching somebody good when they lose, and it's like, okay, we lost. And you know, this is somebody who understands trading. We're going to win, we're going to lose. We don't want to lose, and especially in front of people, we don't want to lose. But we have to understand this is part of the game. And we don't make excuses. There are people that I watch only to get content of what not to do. There are people that are out there, and this is what they do. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what they do. Let's just say we enter this trade on a short. Okay, let's just say, you know, we look at this, guys. We see this right here, and we see this, and we see this, and we enter for a short. And we enter the short, and here is our stop loss. Here's where we entered. And let's just say down here is our take profit. You know, let's just say it's a 3-to-1. You know, it's not a 3-to-1, but let's just say it is 3-to-1 risk reward. Now, this particular person always says, hey guys, you know, you always want to have a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio, blah, blah, blah. We're doing this because of X, Y, and Z. Across the 200, it's below this and this. They give you all the reasons why they're shorting. Then the price action, it ends up doing this. It comes back into their pattern or whatever. Now they're at a loss. Now they're looking for reasons why they should not be in this trade. Granted, they just gave you 10 different reasons why they are in this trade, but then they say, well, today's a no trade manic Monday, or a wacky Wednesday no trade day, or a terrible Thursday no trade day, or a twisting Tuesday nobody knows what's gonna happen day. Like, they always give like the reasons why. If it goes wrong, well, it's a no trade Tuesday day, or it's a wacky Wednesday day. You know, they always give reasons. Price comes up, and they're like, well, you know, I think I'm going to close this trade, and then it comes down. Oh, no, I'm glad I didn't close the trade. And then they start giving reasons of why they're staying in the trade. You have to be convicted. You have to plan your trade your plan, blah, 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 risk reward, 1 to 3, this and that, blah. And they keep on doing it, right? And then it starts coming up, and it looks like it's going to come up now. So what they do is they close out their trade, and they made like $50 or $100, whatever they did. They trade with a lot of money, and they were willing to lose 500 to gain 3,000 or whatever it is, or even more or less, whatever. But they only made $50. So they made $50, and right away, who else in the trade, guys? Who else was in the trade with me? Who's making money? You know, this and that, and they're hyping up the chat, getting emotions. That's what we call a grifter. A grifter is somebody who invokes emotions. And, you know, who else did the trade? And yeah, man, like, let me know. And so everybody's like, yeah, I entered the trade with you. Like, these are freaking, you know, they are literally an echo chamber. Then the price comes down. And now he's The same person who just said why so when he exited, he said why. I just want to make a win. I just want to make a win. I'm happy with, $50. Just imagine you do this 3 times a day, 10 times a day, you can make all your money. I just want to get in and out, this and that. So he gave his reason why he did it. Then it goes down even further. Now he starts saying, oh man, well, if I would have been in the trade, it would have been much more, but I'm still happy I won. A win's better than a loss. Who else is still in the trade, guys? Who's still in the trade? This and that, blah, blah. And so people are like, yeah, I'm still in the trade. Good for you. Join my group. The grifter. Do I have a group? Yes. My group is right here. Do you need this to learn how to trade? No. And I tell you that. Who does that? Nobody. You join this if you want access to me. I'm in the group almost literally 24/7. And not only that, but we update the charts, we update the call outs, we update our stop losses. I tell you, hey guys, I'm watching this the past couple hours. It's not looking good. I think it's going to change. And I have done, I want to say, out of the last maybe 5 of them, 3 of them spot on. Does it happen? Am I right all the time? Nope. There have been twice where it started coming down and then it flipped and it went up, but we were still in the trades. We only closed half of our position. We re-entered or added to our entry. But the other 3 times, man, I saved the group a crap load of money because I'm in the charts all day. And I see it's like, man, I'm not liking it. Like these past 3-4 hours, I'm not liking what I'm seeing. Matter of fact, I just got alerted a whole bunch. We're gonna update the group, and then of course I update him. I talked about this earlier in the show, but for this is if you want access to me, and basically leveraging your time. That way you can be out with the boys, you can be out with the wife, you can play with your kids, you can be, watching a movie, playing a game, whatever, and you get the notification. Oh, I don't think it's going right. I'll update you in a few minutes. Okay, cool. Continue doing whatever you're doing, eating dinner, and then you get another one's like, oh snap. Okay, let me be right back. Let me spend 5 minutes. Leveraging your time. But yeah, so many people out there, they charge you to learn how to trade. And then here it comes down, and then let's say it just shoots straight up. Well, right away, I'm glad I got out of the trade, guys. I'm glad I did this and this, and just literally double talking the whole way. Now, if he would have lost at the very beginning, well, he goes to smaller time frames, the 1 minute or the 3 minute. No, he trades on the 1 minute. So normally he would do different time frames. Oh, with the 7 minute, it had the bearish divergence or bullish divergence or whatever makes it to where it wouldn't have been a good trade. And then, well, I don't really like trading today, or I already won twice. Or he just makes a bunch of excuses. Be careful. Be careful. All right, moving on. See, Porky says, I appreciate you, man. You're the best. Thank you. And like I said, there are some people that I really, really like. I like the way they trade. I like the way they explain things. And to me, it's very important to give the thought process of what you're doing and why you're doing it. The most important is why. Why are we doing what we're doing? Now, Porky, he trades way differently than I do, but I still watch him and I still love what he does. And that's what you're going to see. When I recommend other people, they trade differently. Most people trade differently than I do. For me, I just keep it super simple. Support, resistance. I love my fibs. I love my VWAP. I love my point of control, fixed range volume profile. I love all these other things. Divergence, I really don't trade. I mean, I see it, but what I do is I mainly trade price action. That's what I do. Do I win? Short. Do I lose? Short. But this is what I mainly do. I see here, Jesse says, why do I think about one person now? I'm not going to say his name, but I guess I know who you're talking about. Oh yeah, definitely, man. Matter of fact, and in honor of him, we'll end the show with him. And let's see here. This is, where is it? He's up here somewhere. Let's see here. So it's not. It's not this guy. It's not this guy. I can't find. Oh, here he is. Nope. There he is. That's the guy I'm talking about. See, Porky says, old age saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah. And it's so funny too. It's so funny that all these traders out here, it's the same wheel, but they put different abbreviations to it. Now I have a song. It's a new song. I have yet to release it because I'm very afraid that I'm gonna get a lot of backlash on it. Like as it is already, I talk about people and the way they trade, but it's mainly to warn people. And a lot of people don't like it. And that's why my views have literally been cut in half, literally. But so I'm kind of, I don't know if I should do this particular releasing those songs, but it's basically abbreviations. You know, it's the same wheel, but they're putting a shiny picture on it and shiny bell, whistle. And it's like, oh man, it's something new. Let me join the group. Let's see here. Have you seen the way Trader Geo trades? I like his strategy. Yeah. So I do like his strategy. And Trader Geo, he's come onto the show a few, I wouldn't say a few times. A few times. He's come onto the show. I really like the dude. I think he is straight up guy. I really like him. There's a few things that I don't like. And this is with everybody. You know, we all have our different ways of trading. I don't like the fact that he is really cocky on his call outs. Now, granted, can I say that he's really no, because like he literally puts his, how do I say this? He wins. And you cannot be cocky if you're winning. Well, no, you can be. I'm trying to word this the right way. I don't even know how to say it. He can back it up. We'll put it that way. He can back it up. And I think he is very good. I absolutely love Trader Geo. I think I wouldn't call it bragging, because I mean, it's backing it up. It would be different. It would be way different if it was somebody who, you know, just talks about all his wins and posts all his wins, but doesn't talk about his losses. But then when you watch him live, you see him losing a lot. And that's not Trader Geo. Like Trader Geo, he too, and one thing I love about Trader Geo, very humble. Now, he's not the type of humble that most people you see, oh, I'm humble, and then look at me, I'm the best, and join my group. He's not like that. With Trader Geo, I love the dude. He is humble, and he explains stuff. He's like, guys, I was in this trade. I just got out. I got out because, well, I was afraid. And to me, that is so humbling, because here you have a trader who is successful, who has a group, who is, you know, doing all this stuff, and he's giving you his personal, and that's what I do. I give you the emotional side, the psychological part of trading, and that's why I love him so much, you know. But in my opinion, he does have that, you know, we called it, we did this. He does have that, which I don't like. But I mean, how can you not like it if it's true? And it's true. So I think he's a good dude. And speaking about that, he created another term, another acronym. And that's why I don't want to put out this song that deals with acronyms, because it deals with kind of like what he just did. But when I saw that he made another acronym, it's like, oh man, it's going to look like I'm attacking Geo. And I love Geo. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to play the song. I don't have the words with it because that takes like 30 minutes. I'm going to play the song for you. And let me know if I don't want to play it and release it because I'm thinking it's going to be offensive. Let's see here. He is very opinionated sometimes. He puts his money where his mouth is, though. Yes, 100%. 100%. That's why I love the dude. Yeah, he is very honest. Yeah, same with you. Gives you the real side trading. And that's exactly right. And that's why I love this dude so much. I really can't talk bad about him. The only thing I can say is that sometimes He's got the look at me, look at, but you can't be mad at it if it's true though. So that's why I've never called him out. I've called out other people, but you really can't call him out because, I mean, one, he's a good trader, and two, I mean, you just got to watch him. You watch him and you know that he knows how to trade. Okay, come on, put on the dumb song already, Joe. Play it. Okay, here we go, guys. I'm nervous. I'm nervous because this might get some slack. So let me go ahead and put it on here. Let's see here, media. And this is called abbreviation song. Okay. I'm really nervous. The song may be loud, and I'll turn it down in just a second. Let's see. I gotta find it. Let's go to you by details. Take modified. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. Let me know what you think about the song.
MMNC mentors making new acronyms saying SFP when it's just a wick that didn't win. And NATC, new acronym to confuse. They don't teach the pressure, just abbreviate the moves.
Mentors be making up acronyms, but it's just a price shift, the structure. They just giving it a twist. They thinking of a new acronym for a higher high. Then say join the paid group and their paid memberships fly. Swing failure pattern, man, they sound smart. They say SFP when it's just now traders left in the dark. NCYHANA, not confused yet. Here's a new acronym. Next week they'll rename the same trend. Now you back in again. Liquidity grabber, was that just some selling? But your mentor called it LQ Zap, and now it's compelling. Every fake out got a label, every bounce got a name. But if you strip it down, it's all just the same game.
Don't get lost in all the letters they invent. The key is to find major pivots. They make trading complicated. Focus on momentum, let the pressure be your guide. Higher highs, lower lows, the truth won't hide. Pivots tell a story, watch the way they flow. Price reveals the answer, let the acronyms go.
Every candle got a name, now it's getting out of hand. Call it alpha versus cluster, just a zone where price ran. They overcomplicate to keep you in the fog. Meanwhile, we trading clear with understandable dialogue. SFP, OB, EQH, DOM. Half of y'all forgot what the chart's showing again. It's wick up, wick down. Buyers in a route, but mentors say internal liquidity route.
You don't need a code or a mystical plan. Price tells a story if you just understand. Let the highs and the lows show the way that it moves. Not 1,000 new terms, just designed to confuse.
MMNC is a game that they play, rename the same thing so you get paid. But we stay with the basics, and all that happens is finding the trend. No need to memorize acronyms.
Stay focused, stay real, don't bother disguise. You don't need a membership to read the highs. Momentum is your friend, not a brand new slang. Rather trend, not the hype they sang.
And see,
Mentors making new acronyms.
and it's easy.
New acronym to confuse. NCYHANA. Not confused yet, here's a new acronym.
I think that's funny. NCYHANA. It stands for not confused yet. Well, here's a new acronym. That's funny. Yeah, so I've been working on that song. I worked on it quite a bit, and I was like, I don't know. And then Gio, he made a new acronym. I was like, come on, man. Why'd you have to make a new one? But here, you don't need a new you don't need a code or a mystical plan. Price tells the story if you just understand. You know? But they overcomplicate it to keep you in the fog. Meanwhile, we trading clear with understandable dialogue. Yeah. So what they're doing is they're just doing acronyms to confuse you. Then it's like, oh, that's something new. Let me join the group. So yeah. But since Trader Geo, and I love the dude, he just did a new acronym, and I just did that song, and then it's like, no, because it's gonna look like I'm attacking him, and I definitely not attacking him. See here. Abro says fire. Thank you. See, I don't know why you're not sure about putting this on the song's fire. Hey, just because Trader Geo, he just did a new acronym, and the song's about acronyms. If he didn't do a new acronym, I would have done it. But then I saw his video where it had a new acronym. It's like, dang it! I literally spent like 3 days on that song. And I was like, yeah, nothing wrong with it. It's not saying don't join Crypto Lifer group, even though it should. Yeah. So yeah, I have a song. So let's go and play that song, guys. We're already kind of really late. Let's play the song. This is the Scammy Cup in Handy video. I really love this song. Watch this song and listen to the words and look at how ridiculous he forces patterns. So ridiculous. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We do this every single day, Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday at 4. We do bonus streams, so make sure to tune in. And I absolutely love it. But damn, I need to figure out how to make acronyms. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like for me, I have one. It is called, and I got to start doing this so that I can sell my group, even though I don't have a group to sell. But MMAIO. We could come up here to the MMAIO, but I need to have it posted on my thing so I can always remember the thing. And join my group, and we go over the MMAIOs all the time. Make sure to join my group and blah, blah, blah. But here's the downside is, like, you don't need to join my group to learn how to trade, but I need to change my business model because, well, I give it all for free here. And they learn how to trade and they move on. So I need to change my business model. But I love helping people for free. But this is MMAIO. What does that stand for, Joe? Well, this is the market maker area of interest. But Joe, this is an order block. Is it really? Or is it a MMAIO? And if it comes down here, is it coming down for liquidity? Or is it coming down for a MMAIO? And then coming down here, MMAIO. Look at that. Bottle it up and sell it. Bottle it up and sell it. But I mean, just so dumb. Like all these dumb acronyms for stuff that it could come down here. You're like, it could come down here. Anyway. And that's what I got. All right, so let's listen to the Scammy Cup and Handy video. Listen to the words, very important. Understand the words. And also look at how ridiculous these patterns are. In order to have a trend, in order to have this, you need pivots. You need pivots. In order to have this, you need pivots. And look at how this person does this. All right, here we go. Let's go to the Scammy Cup in Handy in 3, 2, 1. Let me know what you think of the video as you're watching the video. Let's go.
Dreams but never back it up. Talk a big game but never stack it up. If you ask the wrong question, they acting all tense. Cause deep down, they know they lack common sense. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Fake gurus won't teach you less you pay that fee. They ain't trading, just selling some false belief. They got echo chambers all filled with clones. Not in a greed, don't think on your own. Asking real questions, watch them get mad. Talking circles when they don't understand. Tricking new traders with hype and some lies. Showing rented cars, flexing fake lifestyles. Fake gurus won't teach you, gotta pay to play. Acting like pros, but they trading in replay. Don't ask questions, they dodge and deflect. Cause it might just expose what they don't know yet. Echo chambers, just hype and noise. Tricking new traders with rented toys. Trade intuition keeps it real, no flex, just facts. Trade intuition, put the truth on the track. They promise riches, they promise gold. But where's the proof? They never showed. Just a flashy site, a paid group. Same old scam, man. You know the name that rhymes with scam. They don't trade, they just post receipts. Screenshots crop so you can't see the heat. Acting like bosses, acting like kings. But without their sign-ups, they ain't got a thing. Fake gurus won't teach you, gotta pay to play. Acting like pros, but they trading in replay. Don't ask questions, they dodge and deflect. Cause it might just expose what they don't know yet. Echo chambers, just hype and noise. Tricking new traders with rented toys. Trade intuition keeps it real, no flex, just facts. Trade intuition, put the truth on the track. They don't want you to think, they just want you cash. Feeding you lies so their pockets get fat. But trade intuition is here to change that, to show you the way. With daily live streams, not a dream. Forget the noise, focus on skill, price, action's the key. That's how you build, keep it simple, no magic plan. Just patience, discipline, a real trader's stand. Yeah. No flex in here, I don't need to pretend. No rented cars, just charts and trends. You wanna grow, then put in the grind. Forget the scams, develop your mind. No shortcuts, no magic key, just risk control and strategy. Trade intuition teaches for free. Live streams on deck while they just sell you dreams and a false success. Fake gurus won't teach you, gotta pay to play. Acting like pros, but they trading in replay. Don't ask questions, they dodge and deflect. Cause it might just expose what they don't know yet. Echo chambers, just hype and noise. Tricking new traders with rented toys. Trade intuition keeps it real, no flex, just facts. Trade intuition, put the truth on the track. Yeah, don't let them trick you. Don't get scammed. Watch out for the scammy cup and handy.
Yeah, this last pattern, and he literally drew it up top, and then he ended up moving it down low. But he's drawing patterns without, like, no, it's so ridiculous, so incredibly ridiculous. And yeah, man, thank you. The graphic is fire. Yep, showing off that Rolex. How many times did you do that in the past week? Do what? You need to say that. What would define that? How many times did we play this song? How many times did we draw patterns without patterns? I don't know what that is. See here. Did you see that clip of him accidentally showing his exchange P&L history on live? It was so funny. Yeah, man. Somebody took a screenshot of it. I think what he was trying to do, well, I don't know if it was his recent one, but somebody had sent me this maybe 2-3 weeks ago, or I guess he wanted to show that he won like 3,000 or 300. I forgot what it was, but he lost like 9,000. And it's like, ouch, man. Like, I mean, we win, we lose, and I get it. I understand that. But, you know, if you're trying to show people, like, some of his days were just wins of $3, $12 for the month. And then the other days losing like $3,000, $4,000. It's like, man. So the first time that they showed me that, they didn't show me a picture of him. They just showed me the P&L. And they said, what do you think, Joe? And I said, well, this person, they're letting their losers, like, they keep on, they're waiting for a bounce. But their winners, they're selling it too quick just to get some profit. And then they showed me the next picture with him. I was like, oh man, that's rough. And it's like, yeah, he accidentally showed that on the live stream. I was like, dude, that's crazy rough. But if you ask him any questions, he gets mad and he bans you. Not only that, but if you ask him, you know, where do you make all your money from? Is it the members or is it trading? He gets mad and he bans you. But anybody who has a membership, they're making money from their members. I mean, I'm very transparent. Do I make money from members? Yes. Yes, I do. 100%. And in the future, but for me, I'm different though, because I'm not doing this like to show you how to trade. You got to join my group. No, I show you for free. You want to join the group to have access to me. That's what you're doing. But like for him and everybody else, like they're actually making, and they're getting all this money so they can trade. And so if they lose money, it doesn't really matter. It's not their money that they worked for, you know. But in the future, when we do have like a lot of members and, you know, it's just the market's really great, and mark this down, clip this, I will be giving kind of like a reward or just, I'm going to be paying it back to the members who are supporting the me now. I'm going to be giving them the money back. Well, not like all the money, but I'm going to be giving like free drawings for whatever, you know. If you like the video or whatever, you make a comment, we're going to put you in a drawing, and I'm going to be giving money back to my existing members, and the members who have been around the longest have more opportunity to win. And that's what I'm going to be doing. They first, oh, let's see here. When I first started trading, he tricked me. Yeah. Same, man. Same. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to protect traders. I really am. And there's so many people out there that edify this dude. And I call them out too whenever because I know who they are. And, you know, they have a large network as well. My network is very small because I talk about people. And my network has gotten even smaller the past like 2 months because of that. And these people who are edifying certain people, I say it's one of two things. One, either you really don't know how to trade and you think he's good, which is okay because you're new and you don't know anything really. Or two, you know he's damaging people, new traders especially, because that's his target. But because his network is so strong and you are blindsided by the political part of this crypto space, you want to also be in his network, that you won't say anything and you'll recommend him. So there's only two ways. Let's see, I can't remember how long I'm already a member of Ejo. Yeah. And what I do is I show you how to trade, like the reality of trading. That's what I do. All right, guys. Well, that's it for me. I do thank you guys very much. You guys are the absolute best. Share this out with people. Let people know that there is a trader out here who is showing you the reality of trading and not just this hindsight stuff. You know, and hey, we win, we lose. Yesterday we were in a trade and we lost at the very end. You know, we lost the trade with very little, like 0.2% of my portfolio. Very, very low. All right, but we win, we lose. All right, guys, that's all I got. I do thank you very much. Watch out for the potential bonus streams, so make sure the notification bell is on. And once again, we go live every day, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday at 4. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Take care. As always, let's make this money. Take care.